Hey.
Hey, King K.
Hey, Queen. Hey.
Greetings. It's Queen Ebony, and we were having some tea therapy this rise. Boss and
Tea and crumpets, tea and crumpets. You know how we do it.
tea and crumpet time.
Tea and crumpet time.
So, come on, y'all. Let's take a deep breath before we even get started, okay? Our sound today in Ebony Warrior Lane is E. We're gonna
E.
allow our essence to elevate our energy, which is the soul, the heart, the knowing of us, the being of us, connecting with our mind so that we can get to a higher thought process, a different thought process, an awakening thought process, which will automatically awaken the body, which is where our energy is flowing from, because we're energy. Power is energy. See the sun? Awesome. Thank you for your light. Much love to all sun energy out there. That's what I call masculine energy. Anyway, moving right along. This rising, we are given a lot of reminders. Washington Park is where we're going to be on August 16th, okay? This is our Rise Up listening tour. We marched last year, and it was very eye-opening to see this world in the raw. And it hit us in places that we didn't know we could be hit, and it knocked us down in a lot of ways that we don't even realize that we were knocked down. But we went there as a group, and the group of at least 40 to 50 people went and marched and linked up together and were family. In spite of everything that we went through, in spite of everything that happened, as everything was coming against us, we came together. That proves that we're family. So I don't care what everybody is seeing, with nobody talking over here, some people talking over here, everybody, some people's mad in this group, some people saying pick this side. We pick love.
We pick love.
We choose love, and
We
we
choose
know
love.
that was not an accident, it was a healing, and we saw the world in the raw, and we were impacted and traumatized by it. So this year, we're going to go back through with some love for these spots. And our very own hometown of Chicago
Woo, woo, woo.
is our first stop.
Our first stop.
At Washington Park on August 16th at 4 p.m. And we are bringing back the unity. We grew up here.
We grew up
At
here.
15, I walked down the alleyways of Chicago. I was on the L from Evanston to 72nd and Jeffrey, where I lived. I set up parents in Evanston that I would babysit for, and then I lived on 72nd and Jeffrey. I was on the L.
Shout out to Argyle. Argyle Gardens. Normal Avenue.
Yes, so if anybody remember those old days of Chicago and the old things that you used to do when we all were friends together, we all worked together, we all spoke and helped each other. If anybody remember those days,
33 days.
meet us at Washington Park so we can create some new days that complement those old days and awaken us to some new things to really be a help one to the other, because we can do it. Royal Nation. I told y'all where they say black, I say royal. I know black is, listen, is what was given to us and is what we have been known as. And listen, be whoever you were born to be. Just remember that you are a royal nation, and it is time for us to unite. So, unity, August 16th, our first day of our Rise Up listening tour. We spend a lot of time listening to respond. When we're having a conversation with somebody, we listen so we can say, oh yeah, and about that. Or no, I don't think like that. Or I think this. We listen to respond. But how often do we listen to hear? To get an understanding where we can see the bigger picture of what's happening around us, to get an undersitting where we get to the place of peace and an inner listening, because that's when we hear. So once we get to that spot of rising up and listening, then we know that we can bring some change, because I'm going to listen to what you said so I can hear you, so I can feel you, so I can connect in that area of compassion, because we all have it, which is why we can. Everybody watched that march last year, and it was not everybody was crying. Everybody was affected. And you were watching it online. That just means we're connected. It doesn't matter if you were not standing there, you were standing there, or sitting there, or if you were laying in your bed watching it, you were laying there. You were in that moment, living it with us, and it touched you, it moved you, it pulled you, because we're connected.
Because we're connected.
So we have forgotten those connections because we've been taught so much that we're disconnected. Don't listen to your mind. Don't listen to your mind, because your heart gonna lead you astray. We've been taught to be disconnected within our being, which is why today we celebrate Majestic Miracle Day, so we can remember, we are majestic, and we are one within ourselves, which is how we become one together. So, Washington Park, Royal Nation, everyone, anything connected to the Royal Nation, do come and connect. We are connecting our dots so we can heal our spots, because we will heal our generations. So, on day 2 of our listening tour, because we're listening to here, we're going to be in different places, so we will announce the places once we get to the spots, but we're going to Warsaw. And we're taking to Warsaw love. We know in Chicago we need unity. We need to unite. And we know in Warsaw we faced a lot. We met a lot of challenges, and it impacted all of us a lot. So we want to take back love through there.
We want to take back some love through there.
Because love grows beyond the questions. Because I can only imagine that the people in these towns that we're going to travel back through, seeing these videos, they saw these lives too. And I can just think for myself, looking at that, like, different cultures are different, but when royal people do stuff, it affects us. When we're watching the news, like, don't let it please. And I realize we do that because we want to see ourselves do better.
Right.
Not because we're discrediting somebody else or hoping that this a lighter skinned person. We're not hoping it's anybody. We don't ever want it to be somebody causing pain to other people. But the pain that we endured through Warsaw, only love will heal that.
Yep.
To be angry with them, and we marched last year. This year, we're traveling through with love. We're coming in to plant some seeds of love now because we saw what was there. And when we see things are messed up, it's like going to somebody's house and you see they have some things around and people just walk out and talk about it. Ooh, our house was dirty. Did you see and the kids were. But when we take the chance and opportunity to lend a hand, I can help you with that. Would you like some assistance with that? Because people who want assistance will be helped. And we have to know that. And we have to know that a lot of these things were taught to us, which means we can learn again.
We can learn again.
So,
shout out to Derek Grace. Learn and relearn.
oh, I love them.
Yeah.
I love the Graces. Yes, much love to them, because it's a true statement. It's a true statement, and we are each other's teachers. But we are our first place of teaching. We are our first place of healing and mending and soothing. So love is what we're going to bring to Warsaw. And as we come to these different lanes, as we're traveling this Rise Up listening tour, as we're really hearing one another so we can bring some solutions to these problems, because our Arrows and I have been discussing problems. When we hear the word problem, like, everybody gets in an uproar. There's a problem here. This is a problem. 1 + 1 is a problem. And 1 + 1 is 2. Problem solved.
Problem solved.
That is how, if we just really take the time to breathe and just pause and breathe, we can really do life. There's a problem. We're problem solvers.
We're problem solvers.
And just like we know 1 + 1 is 2, and 2 + 2 is 4, and 4 + 4 is 8, like, we're solving the problems just like that. That's how we can flow in our life. I'm learning that. So we are excited to take love to Warsaw. We are excited to take unity in Chicago. And then we're going on to our third place. On the 18th, we will be in Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne. Shout out to the change makers.
Change makers.
Like you should be doing this. Yes, a step to that. She a shit changer.
She changed shit. That is what we're going to be impacting upon in Fort Wayne. Moon energy.
queens.
Goddesses, I am so awe. I'm telling you, listen. Moon energy. We are the healers of this earth. This earth. Before we can give anything out to this earth, we have to give to this earth. And we have not been taught that. We are still learning that. Listen, I'm learning it as I'm saying it. Listen, when I'm talking to me first. I'm learning it as I grow because we give everything. And we receive some things back, but we don't require who we are. We just give who we are. And it's time for us to require who we are. It's time for us to flow in who we are. And we are goddess energy. We are majestic. We are magical. We are amazing. We're infinite. We grow life. Whether you ever grow life in this womb, there's life that you're growing in this womb. And they're connected. These wombs are connected. And they grow from love. So that is who we are. And we are unnurtured. We are mistreated, abused. And we are definitely here to be used. We all are. People are like, you can't use me. You can. I am of use to you. But once you put A-B on that use, don't add no A and B on my use, because now you're abusing me. And we will not accept abuse any longer. And we have been abused in this country. But I'm finding that we're in an abusive relationship with the Americas. You know, we're being raped every day in different ways.
Yep.
Because you want to pay those bills that they said you got to pay. This is a non-consensual world. And I know there's another way that we can cause this world to grow and flow and function with more togetherness and unity instead of deceit and trickery and lies. So, when you talk about women, just so much come up when you're talking about moon energy, because we are so unhealed to be the healers of this earth and then connect the healings in the earth. Because we are, listen, not here to save the world. We're here to connect to this world. Once we connect this world, it automatically connects to the world out here. This entire universe and creation, we're connected to it. And just like we see grass grow and flowers bloom, that's us. And we give life into this world. She a shit changer. She changed shit in Fort Wayne is because we have come in contact with some amazing moon energy, with some powerful energy to know that we are the change that we will see. Mm-hmm. We're not asking to be the change.
Yep.
We're not begging. Mm-hmm. We're not pushing.
Nope.
We're not angry.
Nope.
Because you know something, when a royal moon put her hands on her hips, it's like, oh, here come another angry black woman. No, these are our wings, okay? You want us to put our hands on our hip. It's our soothing place, because you know, once you put your hands on that hip and that neck go back, you getting it to you because something has affected you. So you have to get your wing, you know, like, you got to get that off of you. That's what we do. This is in no offense to anybody.
Okay.
This is all about us and who we are and our energy. Where we draw strength cannot, if where I draw strength is hurting you, then you're choosing hurt. Because what's healing me is hurting you, you're choosing hurt. Because what's healing me is for your healing. What's healing me, you, is for my healing. Because we are reflections one to the other. So I just want every royal queen, I want every goddess in this earth, in every culture. I want us to know, listen, your wings are expanding. When you get that about us, that knowing that, you know what, I'm greater than this. I am more than enough. And that is our words that we say to ourselves today. Those are the healing words that we use for us today at Ebony Warrior Lane. Come on, let's take it to our sound, this E. I am more than enough. I am more than enough. I am more than enough. I am my own moonlight. I am my own sunshine. I am more than enough. It's just something about when you take a deep breath and speak life to ourselves, we're speaking to this being, and it reminds us, wait a minute, golden yellow leopard is the color because as golden as the sun, as bright yellow as the moon and the sun, as connected as they are, is how connected we are to be. This is our season of healing. We are the generation that we have been seeking. We are our saviors, if you like that term. We are our healers is the term that I choose often. Anything that touches this vessel, I can heal it. And our connections together help bring light to the healing that is manifesting within and around us. We're looking forward to sitting down with Moon Energy and hearing our stories and sharing our truths. But one thing that we haven't learned about hearing our stories and sharing our truths, because one of our tags is her story unfolding. What I realized is we were saying history, we think words don't matter. I wish we knew, and I'm still learning, that words are so important. They're energy. And what we say is what it will be. And when you see history everywhere and in place, and the history that we've been taught for our culture is
non-existent.
You know, see, I can't even say nothing. There's nothing there. When it's filled with greatness. And we don't know the greatness that we are, so we only accept that we're slaves. And then we remain in an enslaved spot. And Moon Energy, we have so much that we can do to bring the healing, because history cannot exist if her story is not told. As we unfold ourselves, we're telling her story, because his story exists because her story is. It's important that we remember that. Not to say that we're better than sun energy or that they're less than us, but to remind us that we are a complement to each other. But we have forgotten ourselves because we give all ourselves to our spouses and our arrows, you know, our connections, our partners, and our arrows, and then we give ourselves the end of the day, the maybe bath soak, the quick shower so I can just lay down, the let me answer a few more emails before I close my eyes. Let me get a couple of these bills paid now that the house is quiet. It's time for us to give back to ourselves. We are worthy to be worshipped. This vessel is worthy of love. And if the moon energy, if the woman, if the moons of this earth were loved upon, listened to be heard, not judged because you always have an attitude, but really heard to bring healing, to be worshipped within the self, you will have way more healing and see way more healing in this earth plane. And that's what season it is. We are going to know our importance, because once we know the purpose of a thing, we won't abuse it. But when we don't know the purpose, abuse is inevitable. We're done with abuse.
We're done with abuse.
And we're flowing into healing.
Boom.
We're not just going to tell our story of our pain and stop right there. We're going to go further. We're going to move further to how we heal that pain. Because everyone was all taught about how to discuss it, how to blast each other, how to cut each other and jab each other. But when have we been taught to embrace each other and really heal it? Connect the dots so we can heal the spots.
What?
Chicago.
Chicago. Unity.
Warsaw. Love.
Warsaw. Love.
Fort Wayne. Change.
Change. You choose.
We choose how amazing, notable greatness evolves. We are the change. We choose how amazing, notable greatness evolves. We are the notable, amazing, notable greatness that's evolving. It's us, queens. It's us. It's us bringing our different cultures together. It's us listening to each other so I can hear exactly what you feel. So I can hear exactly what you see. because those go together. Because once I can hear what you see, I'm automatically connected to that compassionate spot, and I am compelled to be the change that I want to see. I'm compelled to take the move forward. I'm compelled to sit and listen. I'm compelled to just give myself a hug. I just walk around hugging me and rubbing me. I am a self-soother.
Shout out to Gabrielle.
Shout out to Gabrielle.
LA finest, man. Shit.
I am definitely a self-soother.
Definitely a
So
self-soother.
I find myself consistently encouraging me because I used to consistently tear me down. And I feel like I fed that. I feel like everybody has a asshole side
Absolutely.
and an awesomely amazing side.
Absolutely.
And we have this, thing here like, what do you have, boss?
Good boss, bad boss.
I have high ebb, low ebb. And then some days I like alternated to a different. I have a lot going on.
A lot
I'm
going
extra
on. Extra.
because I'm an extraordinary being. I'm majestic. So
Majestic.
change,
Change.
love, and unity.
Yep.
So that's our first 3 days of the listening tour. I appreciate this tea therapy. I appreciate this talk with you amazing vessels. I appreciate the energy that I always sense, connect to, feel, vibe with, flow. I'm not here to follow. I am not here to lead. I lead me. She's leading herself. Ebony flow.
Ebony flow.
Queen Ebony, there she goes. She's in her ebony flow, okay? I am leading me. I am here to be. I'm here to be light so you can see your light. Because when you see your light, you turn your light on, they turn their light on, they turn their light. Look at all this shine. No room for shade because we're just shining together in unity and peace, healing our scars. We have been given some scars. Society's cruel, aggressive rudeness. We're going to give it back.
Yep.
But we're going to give it back in a way of healing. They're so used to us fighting and hollering and screaming. It's time to speak.
Speak.
It is what we say it is.
That is what we say it is.
Rise up. I am more than enough.
I am more than enough.
Much love. Masterpiece.